Greetings everyone, please click that like and subscribe button. On the 19th of July, 2023, as the Johannesburg CBD bustled with the usual end-of-day activity, an unexpected and catastrophic event unfolded on Lilian Ngoyi Street, formerly known as Bree Street. At approximately 5 p.m., a powerful explosion erupted, tearing through the heart of the city and leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Witnesses recounted a sudden, thunderous blast that shook the ground beneath them. The force of the explosion was so immense that it split the roadway open, creating deep fissures and causing sections of the street to collapse. Vehicles, including several minibuses, were overturned and tossed aside like toys, their alarms piercing the air amidst the chaos. Pedestrians and commuters, caught off guard, scrambled for safety, their shouts mingling with the wail of sirens as emergency services rushed to the scene. In the immediate aftermath, the area was cordoned off to prevent further injuries and to facilitate rescue operations. Emergency personnel worked tirelessly, attending to the injured and assessing the structural integrity of the surrounding buildings. Preliminary reports indicated that at least one person had lost their life, and 48 others sustained injuries ranging from minor to severe. The strong smell of gas permeated the air, leading to initial suspicions of a gas line explosion. However, Egoli Gas, the company responsible for the city's gas infrastructure, reported no pressure drops in their system, suggesting their pipelines remained intact. In the days that followed, investigations intensified to determine the exact cause of the explosion. Experts and engineers delved into the city's underground systems, considering various possibilities. By early August 2023, findings revealed that methane gas had accumulated in the service tunnels beneath Lilian Ngoyi Street. This gas, lighter than air, had traveled upwards from an unidentified source, reaching explosive concentrations between 5% and 15%. A spark, possibly from electrical cables, ignited the gas, resulting in the devastating blast.
It might have been a gas explosion, a gas line explosion. The city manager earlier on telling us that they are trying to identify where to shut that off, if that is indeed the case. But as I share this with you, the air feels quite dry, not really anything that you can smell, no real odor. But myself and our crew and some of the other people that we spoke to agree that there is a kind of irritation in the throat. So we're not quite sure, and I guess it's for that reason that city officials have thrown a ring of quarantine. Well, this is probably what
a 196 million rand tender was advertised, designed to repair the 500-meter stretch and catalyze a comprehensive inner-city upgrade. However, as the months passed, the ambitious plan stalled, exposing deep-seated issues in project management and accountability. At the heart of this stalled reconstruction was Setheo Engineering, a company that emerged from the rebranding of the previously discredited Setheo Engineering. Setheo Engineering was handed a crucial piece of the repair contract, but its past was marred by a notorious failure that still haunted local memory. During Herman Mashaba's tenure as mayor, Setheo Engineering was contracted to build a 168 million rand substation in Eldorado Park. Instead of delivering on this massive project, the company managed to construct only a tiny perimeter brick wall for 66 million rand, a project that was 7 years overdue and burdened with inflated costs and mismanagement. The fallout from that debacle led to court battles and lingering doubts about the company's ability to handle major infrastructure projects. Despite this troubled history, Setheo Engineering was paid 19 million rand for the Lilian Ngoyi Street rebuild, a sum that, according to photographs and multiple warnings from the Johannesburg Roads Agency, JRA, disappeared without a trace. This payment was made even after the company, now under the name Step-Up, had been repeatedly censured for failing to submit essential documents and meet project requirements. A further twist in the tale came from the company's board of directors. A simple online search revealed that these key decision-makers were of Zimbabwean descent, a detail that stirred additional controversy and added layers of complexity to an already beleaguered project. While the JRA maintained that due diligence had confirmed the company's financial stability and its eligibility to manage contracts exceeding 200 million rand, the ghost of the Eldorado Park substation failure loomed large. The the memory of a project that had collapsed under the weight of mismanagement and legal battles raised serious questions about whether history was doomed to repeat itself on Lilian Ngoyi Street. Recently, Action Say has demanded answers over a 194 million rand tender awarded to another company with Nigerian links this time, a decision that critics say raises serious questions about transparency and accountability in the city's tendering process. The tender, intended to repair and rejuvenate Lilian Ngoyi Street following the catastrophic gas explosion of July 2023, has become the latest flashpoint in a long history of troubled urban renewal projects. The street, scarred by disaster and subsequent neglect, was seen as a symbol of hope for a much-needed transformation in Johannesburg's heart. Yet, as the city grapples with its past failures and unkept promises, the awarding of this high-stakes contract to a Nigerian-linked firm has stirred unrest among opposition groups. Action Say, the political party known for its vocal criticism of municipal mismanagement, has leveled serious allegations. Critics argue that awarding the 194 million rand contract to a company with international connections undermines local expertise and raises doubts about the fairness of the tender process. They point to previous missteps in city contracts, suggesting that the decision might be part of a broader pattern of patronage and mismanagement. The controversy is further exacerbated by the legacy of past infrastructure failures in Johannesburg, where similar projects have been marred by delays, cost overruns, and accusations of corruption. City officials, however, maintain that the tender process was conducted strictly in line with established protocols.
A company with Zimbabwean links was appointed. Do you think I would have done that? A company now with a Nigerian male and a South African female with a Nigerian surname has been appointed. Had the law allowed me to participate in a procurement process, R194 Engineering would never have gone through to the second round because of that Nigerian who is there. Although the Nigerian is a naturalized South African, is a citizen of this country, I would have not allowed it. I would have said, let us set this one aside. The Nigerian must go do business in Nigeria. Home Affairs policy and regulations allow foreigners to take advantage of these laws and participate in business that must be reserved for South Africans. That is why, as the Patriotic Alliance, we are in politics so that we can be able to take over Home Affairs, but also take over the country so that we can put limitations to the role of foreigners in our country.
Yet, despite these assurances, skepticism remains high among residents and political opponents alike. The fate of Lilian Ngoyi Street, a road once heralded as a gateway to urban renaissance, now hangs in the balance. As debates continue and demands for accountability grow louder, many in the community fear that this tender could become yet another example of public funds being misdirected in a city desperate for genuine progress.
Appoint another company, which is R194 Engineering, which has already started the work. So the work will be done by end of August 2025. That means Lilian Ngoyi will be drivable. People will be able to drive.
All right.
Then the second phase is more of cosmetics, to extend the pathways to make them look beautiful as part of the inner city rejuvenation project that we will be embarking on a continuous basis.